Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine you are the person who live in a village that near the city and you want to fill up your vehicle in the official gas stations, but there is a shortage there that caused by the Warung Madura owner or any retailer. Of course, you feel harmed that you cannot buy the subsidized fuel in the official gas stations because there is an ocnum that buy a huge amount of subsidized fuel in that gas stations. And we're talking about the topics today. The topics today is this house believe that the Ministry of Trade should ban Warung Madura or any similar 24-hour micro retailer from selling subsidized fuel such as Pertalite in retail bottle. And what is the Warung Madura? Warung Madura, if we define it, it's the store that opens 24 hours and sell a lot of things such as daily goods, foods, snacks, and also the fuel. And then what is the subsidized fuel? Subsidized fuel is the fuel that has been subsidized by the government in Indonesia from the fuel that sold by the official gas stations in Indonesia, specifically and exactly is the Pertamina. And we're limiting these motions in Java Islands and the Warung Madura that the place is in the rural place or quite far from the city. Okay, let's jump to my first argument. We can't exactly banning the Warung Madura because of they're selling the subsidized fuel. We can banning them from selling that because there is a lot of people that depends on the Warung Madura because of their access, like the rural area. Specifically, there's lots of people that depends on the Warung Madura, and also at the late at night there's a people who go work or even go home depends on the Warung Madura, like when they need to fill up their vehicle immediately. So because of that, we need to restrict and limit the amount of fuel that retailer can buy. Let's say they can buy a jerry can from the official gas stations is they can buy some 3 jerry cans before, and we need to limit that only 2 or even 1 jerry can because we need to prevent them from hoarding the subsidized fuel and also preventing the artificial shortage problem in the official gas stations. We need to regulate the amount of the fuel that Warung Madura can sell in their store, so it's not causing the shortage problem in the gas stations, and also it's maintaining the access of the rural people and also the people who work late at night or even go home late at night and needs to fill up their vehicles immediately. And then let's jump to my second argument. If we don't apply these policies, they are ocnum of the Warung Madura that continuing the hoarding of the subsidized fuel and that causing the artificial shortage, of course. And also they can monopoly the price because they sell it by their own. They can set whatever price they want, and because of that the price is unbalanced. The people who buy from the Warung Madura is buying by the price that Warung Madura owner has set, not by the official gas station has set. And because of that, we need to restricting and limiting the amount of the fuel that Warung Madura owner can buy from the official gas stations. Of course, if we let them to continuing this problem is harming a lot of people, guys. And let's jump to my last argument. If we apply these policies by restricting the amount of fuel that Warung Madura can buy, it's solving the problems of the shortage that caused by some Warung Madura oknum that hoard the supply of the subsidized fuel from the official gas stations such as the Pertamina. And also, if we apply these policies, the people in the rural areas still haven't access to fill up their vehicle not too far, and also the people who work or go home late at night still can have chance to fill up their vehicle immediately. And that's why if we apply these policies, it also reducing the harm that caused by the lack of regulations that regulating the markets of the subsidized fuel that sold by the Warung Madura. And that's why we strongly propose this motion. Thank you.